Aloha and welcome to our online group administration session for adding dependents to your employees' coverage. Log into our portal, select the enrollment link, and perform enrollment. If you are an administrator that manages the changes for multiple groups, please be sure that you select the correct group for the employee that you would like to add dependents to. If you are an employer group that offers multiple plan selections to your employees, I would suggest that you look up the employee that you would like to add the dependent to. You will need to know what plans the employee is currently enrolled in. Select the member link. You can either do the search by members only, dependents only, or by both the members and dependents. You can select by last name if you know the member's ID number, or if you know their social security number, you can put that information in the patient ID and perform your search that way as well. Once you select the employee that you would like to make the change to, the plan selection is here. Once you have notated this information, go back to the enrollment link, select perform enrollment, and then in the change type, you will see that there are multiple selections for adding a dependent. To add a dependent, you need to ensure that a qualifying event has occurred. For more information on qualifying events, you can refer back to our administrative guidelines document, or you can also reach out to your account managers. Some of the options we have are add child due to court order. If you are adding a family to an existing employee, could be because they've lost other coverage, adding a newborn child, adding a newly adopted child, or adding a new spouse or partner. Process for adding a dependent is the same no matter what qualifying event is occurring. So here I will select add a newborn child. The effective date for this child, again, for a newborn child, the effective date will always be their date of birth. For adding a new spouse, or if you are adding a family due to loss of other coverage, the effective date will always be the first of the month that coverage is requested for and that the qualifying event allows. Select Go to select your employee to add your dependents to. You do a search here. Select the employee, and here is where that information is required. Save and continue. For this, we are adding a dependent. Fill in the information for your dependent. As a note, every field with a red asterisk is a required field. For Medicare type, if the dependent you're enrolling has Medicare, you can select that information here. Otherwise, select no Medicare and save. Once you've added the information for your dependent, select save and continue. In this section for the plan elections, you can click on the plan number, and this will bring up the name of the plan that you are selecting. If you have chosen the incorrect plan, you can go back. You will need to select the new dependent or dependents that you add, and also be sure to update your coverage options to reflect who is being covered. In this example, we have the employee, a spouse, and a child. This would then be considered a family coverage. If it was the employee and just the spouse, of course, it's the member and spouse. Or if it was the employee and a child dependent, it would be member and one dependent. Once you have updated that information, select Save and Continue. You can review the requests that you made. You'll now see that the child has been added. And in this section here, you will see the plan selections and the employee and dependents that are covered. Input your name and submit request. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to your account manager. Aloha.